And welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm an old guy gaming. This is the Dead is Dead series, where we have one life to live, and if we die, we start all over. However, we are still alive. We haven't died yet. I'm going to go ahead and do one more episode in creative mode, and I've made a decision on which capital vessel we're going to use, and I went ahead and actually started a new creative game too. And so one of you guys suggested, I think it was Terry Beer, maybe a couple of you suggested the same ship, I can't remember, but one of you guys suggested using a ship from J. Randall that's a tier 2 CPU tier 2 capital vessel. And so I went ahead and spawned that vessel in. I subscribed to it and spawned it in. Let's take a look at it real quick. Workshop, where's the workshop? Right here. So that's the Pioneer tier 2. And I kind of like the ship. I mean, you know, its design and all that is great. The problem with it, though, is that it's all made out of normal steel, and that's kind of the main reason why I decided not to even consider, you know, the Polaris version of the ship. So yeah, this whole entire ship is all let's get some of this stuff into our inventory here. Is all just normal steel, and I just don't. If you look in the lower right-hand corner when I point the multi-tool at the ship, you can see that the entire hull is just normal steel. You know this, so that means this ship is super weak. You know, we take any hits at all to speak of, and you know we could be dealing with some severe damage. Now the ship does have room, both physically and CPU-wise, for a shield generator. And I can plop one right down in this corner, which is really cool. It's just that, again, you know, he made this ship with normal steel. And I understand why, you know, he was trying to, you know, make everything fit and all that, but it's just, I don't want a normal steel ship. I've tried to use normal steel capital vessels before, and I've just had my ass handed to me because, you know, sooner or later, you're going to take some fire. And yeah, I know I could put a shield on it and try and keep the shield on all the time, but you know, that's just, I don't think that's very practical. So because of that reason, you know, hats off to J. Randall for making this ship. I mean, it's a nice ship, and it's even got, you know, it's even got, what, at least five guns on it, which is pretty cool. But I just, you know, I just don't want a ship that has normal steel on it. That's all there is to it. No, you know, I suppose I could upgrade it, but I don't want to go to all that work to do that either, okay? So I decided that the ship I'm going to go with is the Horizon, okay? And the reason for that is twofold. One, it is made out of combat steel. So let's go to the stock ships. Okay, so the Horizon is completely made out of combat steel. So if you look at the lower right-hand corner as I point the multi-tool at it, you can see it's all combat steel. So it's much tougher in that regard. The other reason why I've decided to upon the Horizon is it's the closest in terms of cost to the Chisel. Okay, so if we go into here, the Horizon is about 2 hours and 34 minutes of time, you know, to make. And if we look at the Chisel, it is also 2 hours and 39 minutes. So close enough, right? Close enough. So in terms of cost, you know, it's very similar. Now, I was very much thinking about getting the Pelican. I really do like the Pelican, but the Pelican's a 5-hour ship. It is a lot more expensive, almost twice as expensive, you know, as the Chisel. And so, you know, I just don't feel right spawning it in and giving it to myself for free. So, you know, that's kind of the main reason behind it. And, you know, the Pelican is actually, it's a really big ship. I mean, you know, for a tier 2 ship, and it really is. And it's mostly made out of hardened steel, which of course is better than normal steel, but it's still not as good as combat steel. So I just feel like this, you know, the Horizon is more of an equivalent, you know, trade-off to, you know, to what the Chisel currently is. And I like the way the Horizon looks. This is a really cool design ship. It looks really nice. Just really digging the look. And so I think this is the ship that we're going to go ahead and go with. But we do need to make some modifications to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a shield generator to the ship. I've already tested it out, and the Stingray fits on this bay. Takes up most of the room, but it does fit. And I tested out just off camera the camo miner, and I put a docking pad on top of it, and it will actually latch right up here and dock right to the bottom of this. So that works too. Okay, so basically what we're going to take the ship almost as is, except for that, like I said, we're going to modify it just a little bit so that we can actually put a shield generator onto the ship. Now what that's going to do is that's going to put the ship at about 98% efficiency, which I can live with. Okay, 98%, that's close enough. I can live with that, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, so to get started with this little project, I messed around with it a little bit off camera, and I might change it up a little bit more too as we go along, but I have a general idea of what I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the O2 station, and I'm going to let's go in here. Let's actually get into God mode. That's just going to make things a little bit easier for us. Okay, so that way we can just kind of ghost through walls. Okay, so what I want to do is I basically want to put the shield generator in the back end of the ship. Now we're going to have a 3 squared area for that to fit. So we're going to remove these blocks here, and we probably, one thing I didn't actually look at when I did this off camera is what would happen. Here, let's take these blocks out too. Yeah, you know what? This could actually work. We could actually pull this back a little further. So let's take all of this stuff out. Now there is a little bit of exposure, down here, but there's not really much we can do about that. Okay? So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove that block and that door. And I've got a different plan for the med station, and I'm not even going to put the clone chamber back on because it's not necessary. It's completely not necessary because a medical chamber has the same function as a clone chamber. Now, this sensor's going to have to go. I'm not sure exactly what it did, but it's got to go, and so does this light. Okay? Because here again, we've got to make a 3x3 cubed or a squared area. That's got to come off, and that's got to come off. That's the pentaxid tank back there. Okay, so I think that removes everything we need to remove to get the shield in there. So let's go ahead and bring a shield generator. Polarized hull shield. Of course, it's going to be a Tech 1 too. We could upgrade it later if we wanted to. Okay, so this guy will fit right on in there. Boom, just like that. Okay, cool. So now what we have to do is we just have to, basically reseal everything up because we want this part of the cabin to be pressurized. So let's see. Let's take this block down there, and what I want to do is I want to. What's behind here? Is a constructor airtight? Let's take a look at that really quick. So constructor, large constructor, airtight, false. It is not. Interesting. That's probably why there's a thing there, a shield. Okay, so that means then that we probably need to leave this block in place. So what I think I'm gonna do is is this thing airtight? Is the O2 tank? I don't think the O2 tank is either, is it? What about... Yeah, the clone... Well, we're not going to use the clone chamber anyways. We're getting rid of it. Okay, so this isn't airtight, and neither is the O2 station. Okay, so that could potentially be a problem. Well, no, it isn't, because if you look at... Here, let me look at something. Yeah, if you look in the lower left-hand corner, we're still airtight down here. I'm still showing oxygen down there, which is kind of weird because Is the generator airtight? Even though there's gaps down there? Not really sure about that. Okay, well, anyway, what's underneath this block? Okay, so see, there's room there. Okay, here's what I think we'll do. Let's let's grab these blocks here, and I'm gonna want a color tool as well. So that needs to be here, texture and color tool. Yeah, let's get one of those. Okay, so let's fill that one back in. And let's fill that in. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take the med station and the O2 station and we'll put those in here. Okay, so I guess I don't know, what direction do we want it to be? Yeah, we'll put that in there, and then we'll put the medical bay in here. Like so. Okay? And, you know, it appears... Yeah, why isn't that removing my helmet? I don't know. But if we go over here, though, it's showing that there's oxygen over here. Okay, so I'm guessing that's working. Okay, so let's take this block out now. And what we're going to do is we're going to... let's take that out and that out. And we're going to put the stairs back down, but we're going to use the steeper version of these. Okay, so we're going to put those like that. Okay? And then I think I'm going to just remove those all together. I don't think we need those there at all. Okay. So now, what we want to do is we want to enclose the shield so that we can seal this off. The thing that's got me... Okay, so actually it's showing that there is no O2 over here. Okay. There must be O2 here because of the ventilator. Okay, well, let's go ahead and seal it off the way that I'm planning to, and we'll see, you know, what that does. I mean, if it really, really comes down to it, we don't necessarily have to have the back of the ship sealed as long as, you know, these two areas are, which incidentally, by the way, they're not. Look, if you look at my O2 indicator, there's actually no ventilation up here. I wonder what's up with that. So, we need to actually fix that. Now, I'm gonna make some changes up here too, but let's finish this first before we make those changes. All right, so this is gonna have to come off. In fact, let's just take all of these off in a moment. And what I want to do is I want to get some windows. So we want to go here, and we want large armored windows. Okay. And let's turn those around. If we go... Yeah, I'm just going to put them in. I'm just going to put them in like this. Okay, so for some reason that one's not fitting there. It's probably... Oh, I know what we're going to do here. We're going to take this out, and we're going to go do the corner piece, which is vertical L-shaped vertical corner. That's got the glass on top, doesn't it? So we just want the L shape. There we go. Okay, good. So that takes care of that. And then we're going to do the same thing here now. So let's just get the normal window panes. Put those in there. Now we are going to have to change this up a little bit. So yeah, let's pop that out and that out. And let's just put a normal... yeah, let's just put a normal block up there. How did I get out of God mode? Could not... what? Huh? I don't know. I don't know what I did to get out of God mode there. Okay, so... where are those blocks that we just placed? I think they're these blocks? Yeah, I think they're these blocks right here. Okay. So yeah, it doesn't really change anything out here. So let's go ahead and make this that, and for the gray color. And we might as well just do whole block too. Good. So that should help give us a seal. Now the cargo box. I wonder, is this airtight? I might actually end up removing those and just putting extensions in anyway. Let's do that. Let's get rid of these. Okay. For the moment, I'm just going to put normal blocks in here, but we might change that. Okay. All right, now let's go back here and we'll get windows out again. And we're going to do the long ones. And this is going to have to come out like so. And it doesn't really matter if this part is is sealed. That doesn't matter. It might not be a bad idea though to put normal blocks in these spots just to, more as protection. So if we do that, we need to pull that up, and that up, and we need to go like so. Okay, we'll just make it like that. Okay, now let's grab the door, one of the doors, and we'll put that door in there. Okay. And look at that, we got oxygen. Nice. Okay. Now, let's see here. I would like to... let's just paint those for like that for the moment. I do kind of like this little walkway pattern though, which is this guy. Looks like it's a darker gray though. Oh, you know what we could do? Let's make it where the hell's black at? Guess that's black. Now, it would be kind of nice if we could put something over these, but this window is going to prevent us from doing that, unfortunately. If we got these guys out... I can't see what the hell I'm doing here. Let's get up here for a second. Okay. So we could put that there, but we're not going to be able to do the same thing over here. Okay, let's pull that back up. Let's grab these guys again. That's what was there before. So we could do that many, but we just can't put anything over there. I wonder though, is there another option for this? What about vertical L shape, round corner thin, connector A? What does that look like? Oh, okay, so that's rounded down below. What if we flip it the other way? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to do what I was sort of kind of thinking it might be able to do. Connector B. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's pull that back up. And what if we... Here, let's come back to this, because I have an idea for that. Let's come back to that. Actually, it still shows that we're pressurized. Oh, I know what we could do. Here, let's do this. We need this guy. Okay, and then like that, right? Okay, and then we can do this. So I like the idea of a glass floor better. I think it looks cooler than the other thingamadoodle. Okay, that might look better though with non-armored glass, just because it's a little bit less thick. Yeah, that's better. Mo better. Okay, so I think that pretty much takes care of everything we need to do back here. How much more CPU does an advanced constructor use over a normal constructor? That uses 40,000. That uses 20,000. So it uses twice as much. Okay. Well, I'll just leave that as a normal constructor for now anyway. Okay, that has windows missing. Did I take that window out? There. Okay, that works. All right, let's go up here and change a couple things around up here too. So I'm going to get rid of that thingamadoodle. We're going to get rid of that thingamadoodle and that thingamadoodle. We're going to pull both of those up. Now we're going to put the fridge and the this food processor. Couldn't think of what it was called for a second there. Right there. Okay. And the armor locker... Trying to remember what I did with that before. Because we've got to get a ventilator in here. Well, you know what, though? It's showing that we have oxygen. Now, here, let's do this. Let's go here. Warp jump. No, wrong thing. Let's go to debug and show oxygen. All right. It seems like we now we do have ventilation throughout the whole ship. When I was messing with this before off camera, I had no O2 up here for some reason. But we do have it now. So maybe we're okay. What I had to do was I had to actually put a ventilator over here. You know, where the armor locker currently is. To get that to work right. But it's showing that we have O2 now. So, alright. Well, let's just go with it then. I'm curious. Let's look at this for a second, too. Especially back here. So those blocks aren't airtight, but... Oh, what's that? That's a generator. So that's not airtight below there either. But it doesn't seem to be affecting, like, the temperature or anything. So if I just stay in this corridor... Oh, it does get warm there, but it's probably because it's right next to this generator. Would be my guess. So we just wouldn't be able to, like, stand there. But we could stand here and still access the medical station from here. That's kind of weird. Okay, well, it looks like we're okay for, you know, for keeping this pressurized back here. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to just trying to think for a second here. What I want to do is I want to get some extensions. So those are components, I believe. Here we go. And we're going to put extensions all the way back there. And if we wanted to, we could even pull those back out. Now we do have to be kind of careful because, you know, these do take CPU. Are they airtight though? Airtight. Yes, they are. Okay. Let's pull that out and we'll put one here too. Okay. So now that greatly increases our capacity. Now everything is attached just to the ammo controller, but I mean that's okay. We can put everything in one ammo. Just everything can go in there. Since this is a, you know, this is a pretty tight budget ship, we can live with that. We can live with that. Okay, so I think that basically is all the modifications I wanted to do. There is one more thing I was thinking about. I was just trying to think where we could maybe put another place to put the armor locker. I'm not sure where we would do that. Can we put it on top of the ventilator? Maybe we can. Let's try that. And the reason why I want to do that is because I'd like this to still be sealed. In case, you know, we got like a breach back here, the cockpit's still sealed, or vice versa. I'm assuming that's armored steel. Is it armored steel? Yeah, it's got 1,000 hit points, so it's got to be. Because the normal glass only has 250 hit points. I'm just thinking here for a second, guys. Just thinking for a second. We could remove this console and move the armor locker out one, and then we could put a block back in here. That's one option. Because that's just decoration there. That's not doing anything. Oh wait, we were gonna check and see if we could put it back here, weren't we? Okay, so does that create a problem? Doesn't appear to. This probably gets like super toasty. Okay. What does a controller by itself, how much capacity does a controller have? Let's look here. So we got an ammo controller or an ore and wood. Now, if we put an ore and wood in, we could potentially plop down a mining laser on the ship and mine an asteroid. If we did that, what does it have by itself? It's got 8,000 volume. Okay. That's a possibility too, really. Here, let's get rid of the oxygen. So we could mine into this until it fills up and then just transfer everything over, to the ammo controller. Because this has 72,000 space. I think I like that idea. Now if we want to, we can put this back too. Well, no, that was, yeah, we could put that back. I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's change that back to green just so we know that it's an ammo controller. No, that doesn't really matter a whole bunch, but and then if we wanted to change the texture up on these a little bit. Oh, not green though. What did I try this? That could be like a base texture, and then we could make this a vent, and we can make this, I don't know, just to kind of make it look a little different so it's not all the same thing. Okay. Alright, so I think that gives us pretty much everything we want to do. What's underneath there? How tough are these guys? Those are 500 hit points. As opposed to... See, here's the other thing. He's got interior combat steel in here, which we could potentially, trade out for normal steel, which would reduce the CPU, because I think the combat steel uses twice as much CPU as a normal block. All right, well, let's look at our CPU and see where we're at. Okay, so we're actually down to 96%, because I added a little bit more than I did when I was testing this out off camera. That's still not bad, though. I mean, we're definitely within tolerance there, I think. I think I added more extensions than I did the first time around. That's probably why we were a little bit more. But I could replace all... Well, you know what, though? Yeah, I could, actually. Some of these internal blocks we could replace with normal steel. And that would save us a little bit of CPU. Yeah, I just don't want to do it on anything that's exposed to the outside. So all of those could come out. That could come out. This... What's... Nope, yeah, that could come out too. Okay, we got a little crack here. So that should stay combat steel, and in fact, this should be a full block. I think it's the lighter gray. Okay. And then let's check these guys. Those can all come out. You know, another interesting thing that he did too is that he put... That's an exposed block, right? Yeah. Is that he put... Oh, no, that's got to stay combat steel. He put a bunch of small generators in instead of one tier 2. And I have noticed that the power on the ship does kind of peak a bit. Oh, you know what? That's a spotlight. That's really weak. Okay, we need to keep combat steel in there too. Okay. Let's turn this off and... Actually, I want to make this darker. Whoops. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that's probably all I can remove. You know, that's not exposed to the outside. That'll get us a little bit of CPU. Okay, now let's go here and let's just get normal steel blocks. And fill all this back in. That's the constructor. Okay. And then let's take this and do our little walkway here. that looks interesting. Alright, we want that to be like wood grain, I guess. Okay. Okay, where does that put us now? 96. It didn't really make that much difference at all. Okay, well, whatever. It got us a little tiny bit closer anyway. A little tiny bit closer. Let's make this red, and let's make this blue, just for the hell of it. And we'll make that green. No, actually, let's make that orange. Nah, let's make it green. I like green better. Let's make this look like an access panel. So we'll do this. We don't want any color. Actually, yeah, let's make it black. Okay. Make all this black too. Now we did take a light away. That does kind of make it pretty dark back here. So where is that light? Yeah, let's put that back in place. Looks like he's using the round light there. Okay, why doesn't that... Why doesn't that want to attach up here? It'll attach there. It attaches there, but it doesn't want to attach up here. Oh, see, I can't even put a block there. There's something... What's blocking this, though? You'd think there'd be a full block there. Oh, you know what? I wonder, this must not be a full block. It's like a half block. Ah, that's what's going on. Okay. And we can't put one here because this block fills that space. Well, what if we did put it up here? Kind of makes sense, I guess. I mean, we're going to have our light on all the time anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal, but we can't put it over here because these window panes are taking up that space. That's really about the only place we can put it back here without, you know, modifying blocks or something, which I don't really want to do. Okay, we could make this, make it a little more intense and give it a little more range. Yeah, that helps. That helps. What if we also make it like a blue-ish color? Ooh, I like that. I like blue. That looks cool. Let's do the same thing for these two. We'll kind of give the whole ship a bluish hue. All right. I'm just thinking, does the orange look okay? Yeah, orange and blue goes good together. I don't know. I'm wondering if what if we make this green instead? Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Wow, that's like... Okay, what if we go blue with this? I think that works better. What if we make this a little more intense? That way it's not, you know, quite as dim. We could also bluify these. We don't want a texture, we just want a color. Go a little bit brighter there. Okay. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Okay. All right. So this leaves us at 96% efficiency. Let's take it for a little bit of a spin. That blue's not working, is it? Let's try that, I guess. That's what it was. What about... It's kind of purplish looking. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, let's take it for a little bit of a spin. So, we're going to need some fuel. We'll just get the big boys there. Okay, so, you know, knowing that we're 4% over maximum efficiency, it still handles pretty nicely, I think, overall. So the engines are at 43%. We're still able to hit max speed. That gives us just a little bit of a boost there. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down into Atmo and see how she does down there. I really like the way the ship looks. It's very cool looking. Oh, you know what else we need to do, though? We need to put our shield on, too, so we got maximum power usage. Okay, so we can definitely see that our engines are definitely being overworked with the shield on. And the shield's not even fully charged yet, either. The question is it acceptable? Can we live with it? Can we work with it? So when we put the afterburner on, we're like 66% over max. Now, under normal, you know, speed, we're at about like 146. Well, it's still charging the shields though, I think. Yeah. So we have to let the shields completely recharge before we can actually, you know, gauge that. But I mean, in terms of how she's flying, I mean, she's still really maneuverable. This is definitely, you know, within acceptable ranges for sure. Not bad at all, really. It's a nice looking ship. Takes long enough to charge the shield, doesn't it? Okay, so while while she's charging, let's go ahead and land here. Okay. And then what I want to do is let's spawn in the camo miner. And what we're going to need to do with this is we're going to have to take that off. And, you know, that's something I can just, you know, add on later if I need to. And I suppose we could keep those docking pads and just add another one. Well, actually, what's the CPU on this? 33. Oh yeah, we got lots of CPU left. I'm just curious though, what is it with the turret on it? Yeah, still have plenty left even with the turret on it. Okay, so let's go here and we want to go to hover vessel and we want to grab a docking pad. And we're just going to put the pad on here. Like so. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll turn around. Oh, that's right. This drill doesn't turn for shit. We should probably try and throw an RCS on it and see if that helps a little bit. Forgot about that. And then we just back right on in here. And then raise her up just a little bit. And look at that. Boom. We've docked our hover vessel. Now, of course, the hover vessel is not going to be safe from any enemy fire that's going to, you know, come up this direction, but wonder if we could actually make like a little enclosed bay for it now that I think about it. Betcha we could. Betcha we could actually do that. That actually reminds me, how do we get up into the ship in Atmo? Here, let's get out of God mode for a second. Is there a ramp thingamadoodle on here? I bet you we have to get up from the ramp in the back. That's probably what it is. Yeah, that's probably how we have to get up into the ship. Okay. So we could try and build just like a really basic bay for this guy to get in. I just wonder how much CPU that's going to take to do, though. Okay, here, let's do this. Let's get in here. Let's get off the ground just a little bit, make sure we're leveled off. All right, so let's just I'll tell you what we're going to do. Before we do this, let's actually save the ship. So that way if it doesn't work out, I don't have to undo it. Okay, so we're going to go Alt 0. And we're going to do this save as. We're going to call this Horizon OG version 1. Okay, there it is right there. So that way, you know, we can spawn it in as is in case this doesn't work very well or if it uses too much CPU. Obviously, we're going to want to use combat steel to protect the hover vessel. And we need some more combat steel blocks, so let's grab those really quick. Capital vessel, combat steel, yeah. Okay, so let's look at this for a second. What I'm thinking we do is let's remove these blocks. And we'll bring blocks out to here. Like so. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. I'm making this up as I go, you guys. I'm totally making this up as I go. So, this already has a contour thingamadoodle going down into here. So what do we have that we could continue that line with? What about... what does this look like? No, that's not going to work. Okay. What else? What other options do we have here? These are new. Wall sloped. Okay. Cube half. So what if we did something like this? Cube half ramp. What's that do? Oh, what's this do? Let's look at this for a second. Turn my light on. No. Yeah, that's not going to work the way I wanted it to. All right, what about this thing? We flip it up this way. That looks interesting. That looks kind of cool. pull those back up. Okay. Now, can we... Trying to think of how we would do this next. These blocks here... And actually, these blocks here... And actually, these blocks here... okay, let's do something here. Let's take this ramp here... do this. This will give us more clearance. Okay. No, that's this. I like the black better. Okay. All right, so that takes care of that. Now we have more room in here. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do for the floor. So, one idea here is let's... What about this guy? Yeah, like this. I'm gonna have to do this to... So it's either that or this. Ramp C low, ramp C medium. It just depends upon, you know, if we want... That's 1250. These have a little more hit points, for one thing. But it also gives us, you know, some more lines here. Just make it look a little cooler. Yeah, let's go with these. At least for the moment. Unless I change my mind later. Let's go with these. Okay. So we need to do the same thing over here. Alright, so this business here, let's pull that back up. And maybe what we do here is we simply put wait, what the hell just happened? Put that in like so. And, what if we do something like this instead? Just so it's not like just plain Jane square blocks, you know? Alright. And then here we're probably just going to put slabs in. So these guys here. Okay. Now, do we have blocks that'll fit in there nicely? We might have something that'll work. We're gonna probably need to go over to here. And let's look at... what does this do? Sort of kind of close to what we're looking for. That's going to be too big. Yeah, I'd probably have to play around with this a little bit more to find something that fit sleekly. I'm sure there's something that will, but I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. I mean, this sort of does work. What we could do is... something like that. I don't know. Not really. Maybe it doesn't work so much. Yeah, here. Let's pull those back out for a second. There's probably a block that I could put in here that would work to where we could make this look pretty sleek, but I'm not sure what that block would be at the moment. Just taking another quick look here. What does this do? I mean, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. Okay. You know what, though? Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that. It's not perfect, but I don't want to spend a million years on this either. Okay, so now let's go ahead and paint this. So we're just going to stick with the normal color and the gray, and we'll just do the whole thing. Whole block, rather. Okay, so for in here, let's go with this. We don't want whole block. I don't know. Can I hit this without nailing the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, you know what else we're going to need? You know what else we're going to need here? To make this actually work okay. Let's get in here for a minute. Okay, why can't I move? I can't move the ship. What am I doing wrong here? I've got fuel. I got power. Thrusters are on. I don't know. What the hell? It won't move. It's like stuck. Okay. Is it... Let's land the ship. Is it because this is down? Ah, it's really weird, man. You know what though? If we do this, we don't need this anymore. So let's take that off. I wonder if it's like glitched through the floor or something. What if we take off? No, it's still in there. Weird. Well, my guess is that maybe it somehow got fused into the floor. Now it's stuck or something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's do this then. Here, let me save the ship again before I do this in case I screw something up. Alright. We're just gonna overwrite it. Probably shouldn't have done that actually now I think about it, but what is our CPU too, by the way, now? 96. Okay, so we're still at 96%. That hasn't really affected the CPU to speak of. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to go into here and we want to go, I think it's DI, right? Yeah, debug info. And this Camel Miner's ID is 1017. Okay, so that gets rid of that. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong gray here. Okay. Now, here's what I was thinking. We might need to go ahead and bust that block out. I just don't know. I don't know if this is going to give us enough clearance is all. Oh, you know what? We could actually just put it right there. Now think about it. Doesn't even have to go all the way down. Well, it doesn't matter because it's still gonna obstruct. Okay. So now with the ship all the way down, we need to, let's grab a bay door, hangar door. And can we find a size that will fit on here? That's the smallest one, isn't it? No, it's too big. Okay, so that means we're going to have to do shutters. Okay, and then we're going to want... So that's a 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 2 by 2. What's that look like? Come on, I'm trying to get your size here, man. Why doesn't it attach to that? Alright, apparently it's too damn big. Let's try a 1 by 2. Oh, you know what? It's not going to let me do that because of the ramp. Son of a beach nut. Yeah, it's not going to let me do that because of the ramps there. Damn it. Well, I mean, I suppose what we could do is just keep the ramp down all the time. And that would... What? The ramp's only 250 hit points, so... I mean, if the shield's not on, that thing's going to get annihilated. But, here... Okay, here's a thought, though. Here's a thought. We don't necessarily need the ramp anyway. At least not up here. So what if we removed the ramp? What if we remove the ramp and put it down here instead? Three by 2 by 1. Just like that. Because this still gives us, you know, access to the ship through this way, right? And that also means we could extend this out another block to give us a little more room on the deck there. Like so. This block. Okay. Yeah, so that actually increases our deck by another block, which is good. Gives us more room there. Okay, and then now we should be able to put shutters in there. Yeah, look at that. All right, so a 2 by 2. We have a 2 by 3. Oh no, wrong direction. 2 by 2. I think we're gonna have to use 3 1 by 2s. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, this would work if we extend everything out at the bottom. just, again, I'm just kind of making this up as I go. That was, this guy. So what we would have to do in this case is bring all this out one more to get it to, and what if we go with, where's that other block that I found before? This one. Okay. And then I think there's one that fits in there. Is it this? Cut corner E medium. That's too thick. We need something flatter. That's not quite what we're after either. That's close. That's close. Well, if we went with this, cut corner C medium, cut corner C low. We sure there isn't something that would fit in there? Let's go back to here for a second. See, that's too thick. Cut corner E medium, cut corner D low. Sliced corner D medium. That's it. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, now this has to come off, and this has to come off, and then we have to just figure out. There's not really any point in doing this now. And you know what else we could do? Just to give it a little more of a spacious feel, is let's make all of these the wall blocks. The really thin ones, which are... where are you, walls? Walls, 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 walls. Where's the walls? Probably staring right at it. Here. This isn't actually going to give us more clearance, but it's just going to look like it. Like we have more clearance down here. Okay. So now we got to figure out how to finish out this corner. So if we continue with the current thing here, what's that going to look like? And then this block was, where did we find that guy at? De dum de dum 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 da dum dum dum. This guy here. Yeah. I mean that, you know, that gives the ass end of the ship a kind of a bit of a flat, squarish look, but you know, I actually don't think that looks terrible though, really. I don't think that looks terrible. All right, and then we had, where's our ramp at? What the hell are you doing, man? There you go. There we go. How's our CPU look? Are we still at 96%? We are. Okay, good. Okay, let's get her painted up, and I think we got this. I think we got this. We're not on the whole block, right? Wait, what? How did they do that? I'm confused here. That's this texture, right? Texture and color tool. Oh. Whoops. No, I don't think that's what I want to do. What does this mean? Replace mode. Oh. I've never used that before. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, see, now that time... That is weird, man. Okay, so how do we... There we... Wait. There's something different about this block than these blocks. I don't get it. All right, well, whatever. Let's just, let's not take all day doing this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Got me a little stumped there. It's alright, though. Okay, so you are here. And then you're doing the... Is it this one? Little polka dot thingamadoodle on the sides. Is that what this is? Huh. Alright, what's the polka dot thingamadoodle? Oh, it's this. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. Okay, so that sets that back the way it was. Now, back up on the deck here. Let's do something different with this. We'll do those along the sides. Now, this is really weird, man. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys know what's going on with this. Because it seems like it works on this block, but it doesn't work on that block for some reason. I don't quite know what's going on with that. He's got the little rusted looking texture, like the worn texture there. So because I can't seem to get this to work right, what if we just do something like that, I guess. I don't know. Wait a second. Yeah, that's right. So we have those blocks set to that. Man, did I mess something else up? I did. You know what? Son of a bitch. When I used that replace thing, it replaced all blocks that were that texture. Oh, no. Ah, no. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, man. Do I want to... See, I don't know. Do I want to... I have two choices. I either paint it back the way it was, or try to, or respawn this in and then have to rebuild all this again. Son of a bitch. Well, you know what else we could do? Let's just keep this simple. Let's just do that. Except for that it needs to be the lighter gray, I think. Yeah, you know what? I think that worked. It's probably not exactly the same as it was before, but I think it'll work. I didn't want to have to redo all this. I did not want to have to redo all this. Okay, let's get back to here. So, we're going to make... Let's turn this off, and let's go back to this guy. Make sure we're not... We'll do that. And then we'll make this area... I think it was this, right? And I want it to be black, too. Symbols. There we go. Almost wonder if we should follow that same texture all the way around here, because it seems to me like that would make sense. Whoops. I don't want to do a whole block on this because I don't want to mess up the inside. But it kind of gives it, you know, the ship that worn look. Okay. I mean, I could sit here all day and come with all kinds of different variations of colors and paints and that sort of thing, but you know, one thing I'm thinking we should do, though, at least here, is let's replace these two blocks with this one. Where's it at? This one here. Okay, so what are we're doing that, but it looks like we were doing it with a darker gray. And, you know, I might look at this later on and decide, you know, I don't like that. I might change it, you know, the decoration of it. But for now, I think this will do the trick for us. So, I want... No, go back there. I want you. Okay. Okay. So we need to change that. All right. I think that's about it, you guys. I think that's about it. How'd that look like? Get to looking like that? I don't know. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good, good. Like I said, I mean, there's more that I could do on here, and I probably screwed up a few more things texture-wise. Like in here. Son of a bitch. What the hell was that? Damn it. Alright, let's fix this at least. It's going to drive me nuts otherwise. What if we went with gray and maybe this? Actually, I kind of like that look for the sides. Okay. Is there anything else I royally screwed up? I don't think that was there before. And that wasn't there before. Or was it? I don't think so. So we want this. No, not that. Okay, I think that's good enough. Like I said, I mean, I might change it up again later. If I feel like you know, something else would look better, but I think we're gonna go with this. All right, let's save it, and then what we're gonna do in the next episode is we're gonna spawn this in, and I'm just gonna admin cheat it in because that was the deal. Was that red stripe extended out to here? I don't think it was. You know, I mean, if nothing else, too, I could spawn in another one, and you know, just use it to figure out what the original, you know, configuration was in terms of the decoration and stuff, but honestly, I'm just really not too worried about that right now. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is we're going to spawn this in survival mode, excuse me, in the next episode and start using it. And then we're going to get back into survival mode and continue the Let's Play. I know I've been in creative mode for like the last, what, 3 or 4 episodes, but, you know, this is something we had to get done. We just had to do it, so that's all there is to it. Let me, before I let you guys go, though, oh my god, this is going to be a long episode. I'll probably have to split this up into 2 or 3 episodes. We've gone a long time, haven't we? That's all right. Like I said, it had to get done. It had to get done. So let's spawn this in one more time. And we really only have 2 blocks of height in here, even though it looks like there's more. I think we have 2 blocks of height in there, do we? Well, here, let's just, I don't think we're going to be able to fit this in here with the turret. Let's just try it and see what happens. Obviously, it's going to have to be... Oh, we can. Look at that. Awesome. Okay, we can fit it in here with the turret. Perfect. And she docks and everything. Beautiful. All right, look at that, you guys. Made ourselves a docking bay for a protected docking bay for the camo miner. And then we extended the back deck a little bit more, so there's just a little bit more room for the Stingray to dock too, which is freaking cool. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Just out of curiosity, if we went to here, no, here, projectile turrets for capital vessels, how much more CPU would like 2 more of these use up? We got something up there that's not wanting us to put it on there. Well, that's right. All I want to do right now is just see how much it would use. Let's just plop 2 more down. Okay, so that gets us down to 94%, which still, I mean, is probably still usable. If we wanted, you know, if we felt like we needed to add a couple more guns to this is all I was thinking. Okay. Okay, let's save her. Should we take it up into space and get a nice clean space shot? I think we should. Yeah, see, that doesn't look so bad, having that little bay on the back end there. Doesn't look too bad. I think I royally screwed up the decoration of this, though. That's all right. It's all good. If it really starts to bother me like major, I'll spawn in the you know, the original one and just try and put it back the way it was for the decorations. But for now, I think we're good. Okay, let's turn it this way so we have the planet in the background a little bit. All right, and then we'll hop out of here. That looks pretty damn good. I like that. Okay, let's get rid of all of this crap. We need to go... No, not into there. We need to go into here and get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay, that's a pretty nice... I think that's a pretty decent angle right there with a planet in the background. It looks good. Okay. Right about there. Here we go. All right. We're going to save this as OG version 1.0. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll get the next episode. We'll go back into survival mode, and I'm gonna have to figure out where we're gonna park this damn thing. Just two. Let's see. How many blocks long is this? Well, I guess it tells us, doesn't it? We just look in here. Statistics. Where does it tell us the size of this? Or does it tell us in here? So it's 27 blocks deep or long. Okay. So we're gonna have to build a pad big enough, you know, to spawn it in. Either that, or you know, we could even go up into space and spawn it up in space. I'll bet that might be easier to do. But regardless, we're still going to have to have a place to park it down on the planet. So anyway, yeah, that's the plan. We'll spawn it in. We'll admin spawn it in. I'm not going to admin spawn, you know, fuel or supplies, just the ship itself. In the survival game, and then we'll go from there. It should be fun. Looking forward to getting back into the survival game. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share out the video, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.